Tisha, hello, how are you?
Yes, I'm great. How are you?
Good, thank you. Do you have access to a
What
computer
time?
for Zoom at all?
Well, I do, but right now we've got some storms going on, and so I'd rather do. Can we do it over the phone? It's a lot easier right now.
Right now, yeah, okay. Yeah, no problem. So where are you based?
We're praying for rain right now. I'm in Arkansas, and we're praying for this
Nice.
rain to come through. And so we've had some lightning and some thunder, and so I thought, oh gosh, as soon as I try to go on, because I do work from home, I've had my internet kind of freeze up, and I thought I'm just going to use the phone.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, no, that's no problem. So you're here to talk about joining PodHacks, yeah?
Yes, I'd like to talk about it. I've got a lot of questions. I've watched the videos and all of
Mhm.
the testimonials, and I've got a few things I wanted to hear what you had to say, and then I'll ask my questions, I guess, at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. So the way the call typically works is I'm just going to ask you a bunch of questions just to see where you're at, what you've been up to, that kind of thing. And then if you've got any questions along the way, you're more than welcome to ask for sure. And
Okay.
also
Okay.
just wanted to make you aware that at the moment there's a special summer combo offer that I've got where when you enroll before August 11th, it's the first time I've done this, by the way, where I've doubled the coaching time. So it's 6 months instead of 3 months worth of coaching. So you're with me through the biggest selling periods of the year. So you've got Halloween, BFCM, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day. So it's quite big in that regard. And you're also saving 25% off the full investment on the program. So that's available
Mm-hmm.
to, should you decide to enroll on the call today. There's no pressure. Just wanted to make sure that you got that before we got into it.
No pressure, but it's the best deal you'll get, but no pressure. Right?
Yeah. So,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, you're right. So, is there anybody else that you'd like to have on the call that helps make financial
Oh,
decisions in
no.
the family?
No, it's just me.
Just yet? Awesome. All righty. So, what do you do for an income currently?
Well, I was a physical therapist for almost 29 years, and I retired from patient care, and now I work from home. I do clinical review, which is
Mhm.
wonderful. I love that. I do. But I'd like to have something else. My kids are out of school. They're both living in different cities, so I'm kind of an empty nester. My husband has his hobby, which is building guns, and so
Mhm.
now this Etsy thing has really caught my attention, and I've got some ideas and some things I'd like to do. And I'd like to make it a viable income. I would really like to make it something that I could have a legacy, something that I could, gift to the kids maybe later on. I do think it's something that people, if you have the right ideas and if you have the ability to market correctly, I'm not saying I'm going to be, or I'm not reinvent the wheel or become the next Bill Gates or anything like that. But I do think there are things that do catch people's attention, and you can create your own momentum and
Oh, yes, absolutely.
and make a better lifestyle, for you. And so, why not? Why couldn't I be one of those people? And I mean, everyone has that ability. Everyone has a talent in something. So why can't I do it? That's how
Yeah,
I look at
absolutely
it.
agree. Yeah. My wife's a a physical therapist as
Oh,
well. It's a
really?
physiotherapist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I almost went. I so wanted to come to Australia and do my grad school there back in the 90s. I wanted
Mhm.
to study under Shepherd and Carr, and I actually went to Chicago and listened to them because I had met an Australian PT guy that kind of swept me off my feet, and I was gonna, I'll sell everything and go there. But then
Yeah.
this Arkansas Razorback, he got me first, and so I
There
stayed
you
here in
go.
the States. But yeah, I do. I mean, I loved what I did. It's grueling on your body and on your mind. It
Mhm.
really is.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to love what you do, and but I was ready to do something different. I mean, almost 30 years of treating people, it
Mhm.
gets to you after a while. So,
Yeah, yeah. Those
but now
thumbs.
I'm on the other. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, I'd like to do something different.
Yeah. So you've got the 2 kids, you said, right? In different towns,
Right,
cities.
but they're both out of college. Thank you, Jesus. They're both done.
Yeah.
And of course, they have massive amounts of debt here. And I'd like to do something to help them with that debt. I haven't told them that because they would jump on that like a duck on a June bug. So that's one of my secret plans here is to do that, is to make enough to pay off all of their student debt. So then that way they, that's one of the, I've got like 5 or 6 goals that I've written down in my journal that's, a long-term goal.
Love it. So where are you right now with your print on demand business? So you've got the Etsy store?
Okay, actually I have 2 because I had another idea too. So my first Etsy store is geared towards healthcare professionals. It's the one I sent you about. It's about PT, it's about therapy people, and also any other medical professionals. And it's got the typical, mugs, and I've got some keychains. I was going to do some T-shirts. But then I started thinking about, because I am an empty nester, my husband's going to retire much sooner than I am. And I started thinking about those type of things, and I looked to see how much competition was in empty nesters and early retirees in my generation, because, age bracket wise, from mid 50s to early 60s, that demographic, they have discretionary money and they look on Etsy and they shop. So I've kind of created a rough draft one for that one to just do stuff for retirees and empty nesters. And it's kind of Southern. I mean, you probably, like, one thing I created, and you've probably never heard this phrase. Are you ready? Do you know what this means if I say that's plum larrapin? Do you know what that means?
That plum larrikin?
Larrapin, Larripin. Do you know what that means? If you're eating something, and somebody says that is plum larrapin, do you know what that means?
I'd say it sounds good. Larrikins,
Yeah,
I imagine you've got
right.
different.
It's a Southern phrase. Yeah, it's an old Southern phrase that means that's something that's just delicious. And so it's well known here in the South. And so I created some dishes and some cups and some tea towels that I'm going to put on that will that are more niched down to the southern region, of the United States, in order to kind of capitalize on that, because there are regional sell techniques, and I think that will go over well, especially in the fourth quarter with the older generation, because like my parents, they're in their mid to late 70s, and my dad loved it. I mean, he was like, oh my gosh, I wish he wished his parents were alive, because his mother and his, they would have loved to have had a plate that said plum larrapin. That's something that it's just a little trinket, but it means something to that generation. And so that's kind of my idea. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, cool. And what's your goal? So you mentioned that you wanted to pay off the kids' student debts. What were the other 5 that you had listed?
The other what? The other goals?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I'd like to build a house, but that's I would like to build a house. Right now we built a shop house, but I want a real house. I just would like to have more discretionary funds, and be able to do just, I also volunteer with the football team here in our little town. Now, our football is different than your football. So I'm talking about American football. So, so I volunteer for our high school team, and I like to do things special for those boys, because some of them don't come from 2-parent homes. And so I like to do things so that way, they have a positive outlook on and this sounds racial, but if you don't know a good white woman, and then you've got this white woman that cares about you, you might not hate white people when you get older. So there you go.
Yeah.
But,
that makes sense.
So,
Anything else?
So, I mean, I do have a lot of plans. No, I mean, I don't know what all I put on there, but yeah.
Yeah. And what do you have a dollar figure in mind that you'd like to aim for getting started?
Well, I mean, getting started, I think I put 10 to 25 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I added up everything that I'd like to make.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you know, I'm talking about I added all the bills and the kids and everything over a span of time. And I think it ended up being like a ridiculous amount of money, like $600,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, God, you know, I mean, I know it's doable, but I'm thinking, you know, that's not doable in a month. That's not doable in a year. That might be doable in 2 or 3, maybe 4 years. I don't know. It just really depends on how aggressive and how much time I can put towards the marketing and how quickly I can get this to catch on. You know, that's the thing, is you've got to be able to get that one, have that one hook.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Awesome. So
It's all marketing.
yeah, got it. So what changes, like when you hit that 10 to 25,000 a month, what changes in your life? So imagine you've done that now and you've been doing it. What's changed in your life at that point?
Oh, let's see. Well, there'll be a lot less. I mean, I'm super stressed now as much as I used to be, but I wouldn't be as worried for my kids, for sure. I wouldn't. There would be some plans that had been put on hold indefinitely that would come to fruition. You know, I don't know. I just, overall, I hate to say that money would make you happier, because I don't think if that's what makes you happy, then that's a sad life, because you should be happy no matter what your situation is with money. I think I just think from a material perspective, there's a lot of things that I would be doing that I'm waiting to do, like the house thing, like, you know, paying off the bills and making sure the kids are set. Not that I'm not one of those parents that are gonna pay all their bills for the rest of their life, because I do believe that they need to work and work hard. Like if I won the lottery, they're not gonna be some Kardashian people living off their parents. No, you're gonna work.
Yeah.
That's, you know, I don't believe in that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. So you're looking to achieve the $10,000 to $25,000 a month, so you can get that, help get that paid back for the student loans, get the house started, built, that kind of thing. Help out with the football team a lot more. Yeah, great. So what would you need help with to get there?
I guess I just need, you know, I've done some of this stuff on my own. Like I've placed Etsy ads on my own, and or keyword ads and placement, and that didn't do anything. I didn't get any return on that. I've sold one cup in 4 or 5 months, and I was so excited. You know, I'm running at such a deficit right now with Etsy. It's ridiculous. And I've got like everything you could ever want. I've got the Canva Pro. I've got Midjourney, because I do enjoy doing the Midjourney stuff. I like playing and creating and different things. I guess I just need to figure out how to, you know, you look at all these print-on-demand suppliers, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's perfect. But you can't carry everything, because then you just turn into another Walmart. I know you have to niche down. You have to be more specific, but then you want to stand out in a crowd, and this crowd is so large. So you got to figure out how to set yourself apart. You know, and I know I need to, like my friend put me on Facebook. She's like, hey, Tish, put a store up. Everybody needs to go look. And, you know, all my friends went and looked, but they didn't order. But that doesn't mean they won't around Christmas, because that's when everybody does their you know, their shopping. I know that's when it'll happen, but I guess I just need some direction on the formatting and making sure that I'm going about this the right way. because I think I know how to do it, but online's totally different. You know, I was raised by, I'm not lying when I say this, I was raised by a one-eyed jeweler. We were taught how to sell from the time we were little. So we could sell earrings out of our ears when we were at dinner in person. It's not the same when you're online because you don't see that person. You don't make that connection. So it's all about what's on the screen. And that's harder. That's a lot harder than talking to a total stranger in person.
It's certainly different.
I'd much rather speak to somebody. I'd much rather talk to somebody in person.
So what made you apply to PODHacks?
Well, I've watched some of your videos on YouTube, and I've always had a soft spot for you Aussies.
Aw.
I like the Aussies. I like the Kiwis. You know, we always like those. And then I like the fact that, you know, you have a soft spot for parents, and you don't make it super complicated. It's not like it's going to be an MBA and all things pod. You know, it's a quick, I mean, not like it's a quick fix. It's just a couple hours a day, which, you know, that's what I would rather do, is something that gives me a specific time. Like I'm going to do this for this long, and then I'm going to move on with my day. Otherwise, I could just sit and piddle with this stuff, and I do, for hours on end and get nothing done.
Yeah. Yep, I hear you. Okay, so did you hear, or did you find me on YouTube, or?
I found, that was the first place I found you, was YouTube.
Was on YouTube. Yeah, gotcha.
And
okay.
Then I joined your free Facebook group. Of course, now, you know, I don't get to get on Facebook very much during the day because I'm working. So.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. So what specifically are you looking for from the program itself?
I guess just helping me identify, making sure I'm hitting the right the niches that I've picked with the right products. You know, I'd like to be able to submit my ideas and see if those are ideas that are right or wrong, or if they're too wordy or not wordy enough, or, you know, they're stupid. I need to move on to something different. Because, you know, like if I bounce them off my husband, he thinks everything I do is great. So he's like, oh, yeah, that's so funny. That'd make you great. You know, yeah, but would you buy it? You know, because this isn't like a Walmart mug where you can buy it for $6. You got to really want these type of mugs or these shirts because they're a little pricier. They're higher.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
You know, I like the plates and stuff like that I found on T-Launch. They're super expensive, but they're custom. And I couldn't find any other places that make customized plates and bowls.
Yeah. Anything else?
Oh, I don't know. I'm looking at kind of a variety of things put online. But that's it, I guess.
Yep. So there are no other things that you could think of that you would like to see from the program?
Oh, from the program. Okay. So helping with the niche, helping with marketing. And then, of course, coming up with the next idea and helping me keep the streamline of ideas. Even though I know I'm creative, I need to be able to harness that creativity because it's so easy to go to be like A, B, C, and then I'll see something that's completely unrelated. I'm like, hey, maybe I need to go in that direction. And, you know, kind of like Squirrel, you know, on the movie Up. Like, oh, maybe I need to go in that direction. No, I don't need to go in that direction. I need to be consistent and I guess create that brand that keeps my store consistent. So you know what you're getting. And that's what it's really all about, is making sure your store is consistent, that it's not chaos because I don't want it to look like that. I want it to look like something that if it were real, you'd walk in and you'd know it was quality and not just something I just threw together. Sometimes I feel like that's what I'm doing. I'm just throwing stuff together.
Yeah.
I don't want it to look like a garage sale.
Yeah. Anything else?
think that's it.
You think that's it? Okay. All right.
I think
So
that's it. Yeah.
yeah, cool. Okay. So that's great. So it sounds like you want to you want help with the right niches, be able to submit your ideas instead of bouncing them off your husband, help with the marketing, streamlining your ideas, reducing the shiny object syndrome, and creating a brand that is congruent and looks of good or high value. So that's fantastic, and that's the sort of stuff I can help with to get you to the $10,000 to $25,000 months to get that house, and help pay off that student debt. So, I've got a document here that I can run you through. It's so much easier if you can see it. Would you be able to log in on your computer and just so I can share the screen? We can still talk on the phone. Do you reckon you could do it that way?
I just hate for it to bump us off. Go on, Rogue. How old are your children now? I know they were little in your video.
Yeah, so I've got one that's 13, full of attitude, and I've got an almost 9-year-old girl.
So is the 13 a girl or a boy?
Boy. My big lad.
You just wait.
He's growing up.
Oh, you just wait. You just wait, hon. That's fun. It's fun.
I've got a my 9-year-old.
I don't know what's worse.
What was that, sorry?
I said I don't know what's worse, girls or boys in the teenage world, honestly, because they both. Whew,
I'm imagining they're going to both have their. They have the positive and
Mm-hmm.
negatives, both of them, I reckon.
Yes.
But Keely is my daughter's name.
Let me see. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't have Zoom on this one. All right. Let me get that. Sorry. Where did it go? So your wife was a PT?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, so she owns a dance studio now. She followed a passion. So she did physio for probably 10 years, I think, before she changed over. And yeah, she loves it. So dance, and she likes to strengthen foundational fitness for dancers, like really making sure that they're strong enough to be able to do the moves that they're trying to do, which is really cool.
Yeah, definitely the core.
Yeah.
Okay.
The core, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So there you go. I think got it.
So it says it's connecting. So I'm just, as soon as you're connected, I'll share that screen.
Okay. Well, okay, so let's go to computer audio. Maybe we'll do it that way.
Recording in progress. Recording in progress. Recording in progress.
I'm gonna.
So you're just on mute. So down the bottom, there we go.
Okay. Now I can hear you. Okay.
Awesome. So I'll turn my camera on now so you can see me as well. Alrighty, so cool. You should be able to see it on the screen now, the PODHacks Accelerator.
Yes.
Awesome. Fantastic. Alrighty. So the goal of PODHacks is to get you to start, grow, and scale your print on demand business to the $5,000, $10,000, $25,000 plus months and beyond in as little as 2 hours a day. So what we're doing is implementing the PODHacks method to get you to be part of the dozens of students that have come in and been able to do that, and then go on to do the $5,000 to $10,000 plus months. And you're getting my personal guidance along the way to help you find winning products, understand how to create them, feedback on designs, that kind of thing, to get you there as quickly as possible. So that's the goal. So a little bit about me. So how long ago did you find me, do you think?
What now?
How long ago did you discover me, come across what I'm
about
doing?
2-3 months ago. About 2 or 3 months ago, I've been watching. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So I've been in the print on demand industry full time for the past 10 years. I was a carpenter by trade, but this is far better. So I've sold close to $10 million of print on demand products in that time, close to $1 million in a quarter, multiple 6- and 7-figure print on demand businesses. And I'm just sharing that just to show that I've got expertise in this space that I can certainly help you with. So, but where we get into the system, so it's a 5-step system. So we've got the perfect niche process, understanding how to pinpoint our niches, pick the right niches in order to be able to find the products and focus them onto the niche that we've chosen. So it's all about making sure that we know the language they're using, the colors and fonts they recognize with, so we can create emotionally charged products that they recognize and see them on the screen and want to buy. So that's $1 million products. And then we're into the maximum selling store. So making sure our stores are set up in such a way that once we get our traffic there, we're confident to know, and they're confident that they're going to receive the order that they're placing on your store. And to get them to that store, we get into the evergreen traffic machine. So that's a full Etsy training, as well as a full step-by-step Facebook ads training as well. And that's designed in such a way it's short, sharp, to the point. The methods are simple. And again, like with Shopify and Facebook, you get the bigger income spikes, whereas Etsy, you still get those income spikes, but you can use products year round, sort of thing. So something that you sold in Valentine's Day can easily sell for birthdays, anniversaries, and into Christmas as well.
Right.
And then the fifth element is the mindset that brings it all together. So does that make sense, all that?
So do you only focus on Etsy, or do you use other platforms as well?
I use other platforms as well. So the ones I focus on in PODHacks are Etsy and Shopify. So build the brand on Shopify. And Etsy is another place, and a marketplace where we're putting our products that we're creating in front of millions of active shoppers. So it makes sense that we're there as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So that all makes sense, the PODHacks system, the 5 steps there? Yep.
Sure. Sure.
So where we get into the process, so you get a 90-day roadmap. So that's understanding who you're selling to when. It's how we stack the odds of success in our favor with print on demand. So, we know, Mother's Day, we're creating products for people to buy for the parent, the mother. That roadmap really spells out who it is that we're creating for. And it's also your weekly schedule. When are you doing your research? When are you doing your designs? And when are you doing your marketing? And when you understand those 3 money-making activities are the pillars of print on demand, you can get this done in as little as 2 hours a day.
Right. Okay.
Making sense?
Uh-huh.
Yep. There's 2 coaching calls with me each week as well. They're all Q&A. So any questions you've got the chance and opportunity to talk to me about them to help you get to the $10,000 to $25,000 months far faster. The step-by-step video modules covering the updated PODHacks 2.0 methods. They're all, like I said before, short, sharp, to the point, to get you to the execution points as quickly as possible. So, because that's where you're going to be doing your most learning, is when you're doing the work after learning what the process is. Weekly progress form, private members community as well, to connect with like-minded people on the same path. And then we've got the 3 different packages. So we've got the silver, gold, and the platinum. So with the silver, you've got everything that I've just shared with you. And then we step up into gold. And gold is a serious step up in terms of level of support, because you get unlimited coaching from me through the week, Monday to Friday, on anything to do with your print on demand business. So your idea submission, like if you want me to critique ideas, that's where it happens. I draw all over it, you know, with video feedback. You know, I can say, I love this, don't like that. That's great. Launch it. And that's designed to get you to nail those fundamentals as quickly as possible. So you're confident in creating products that are likely to sell. Very, very cool. And anything else like marketing? What was that? Sorry.
So let's say if someone starts this now, you know, with fourth quarter coming up, is it viable that they'll be able to use this within a time frame to be able to capitalize on this fourth quarter?
Yeah, absolutely. Now's the perfect time to get started for this Q4, because you know you've got 4 to 6 weeks of learning the process, learning the strategy, building the assets, understanding what it is that you need to do coming into Q4. And then once Q4 comes, then you get into it, and you start seeing the sales picking up from the increased buyer activity. So certainly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the gold level. So unlimited Slack coaching with me through the week. I take the weekends off to be with the family, and then again we step up into the next level of platinum. And this is where you've got the done for you services. So it's done for you Shopify store build, the ad account connection on Facebook, and the done for you brand kit and logo. So it does 2 things. It saves you a bunch of time so you can focus on the 3 main money-making activities in print on demand, and that's the research, the design, and the marketing. But it also gives you the confidence to know it's set up correctly. So when people do come to your store, you know they're going to check out. So you don't have to worry about all the second guessing that comes along with doing it yourself. So that's the 3 different packages. And then we've got a full suite of like shortcuts, job descriptions, checklists, build your business in an hour a day, put my job blueprint, the PODHacks Etsy business plan, how I was able to do over $700,000 in 18 days with print on demand jewelry. There's a bunch of other stuff in there too. And the most recent addition is the print on demand and AI, how AI is helping to explode our output, fast track our niche research. It's incredible what AI is doing. And then the POD money management, tracking your day-to-day profitability. Yeah, so that's the nuts and bolts of it. So do you have any questions based on any of that?
No, I guess my next big question is, what's the cost of each level?
Yeah, so the program itself, investment aside, does the program sound like what you need?
It does sound like it. I've just got to look at the cost.
Yeah, gotcha. So like I said at the beginning of the call, so should you enroll by August 11th, there's that special summer combo offer. So that's the double the coaching time. So 6 months of coaching instead of 3,
6 months,
which takes us through the biggest selling period of the year. So it gives you that time to implement the method and get ready to make the most of this Q4 that's coming. So, and you're also saving 25% off the full investment as well. So with the 3 different packages, you've got the silver, gold, and the platinum. So with silver, you've got the video modules, the twice weekly group coaching, the 90-day roadmap, the hour-a-day POD blueprint, the Etsy business plan. So the full investment on that is $5,997. With the special summer fast action discount, it's $2,000 off, and it's $3,997. Then we step up into the gold, and it's got everything that's in silver. And then we got the serious level up with support in terms of the unlimited coaching with me on Slack. So do you know what Slack is?
I've heard of it. I've never used it.
Yeah, it's a messaging platform, so you can share videos, images, and it's a really, really handy tool. It's what I wish I had when I started, put it that way. So full investment on gold is $6,997 with the special summer fast action discount. It's $2,000 off, and it's $4,997. And then we've got another serious step up in terms of level of support with platinum. That's where
would you consider doing 6 payments instead of 3?
Which package were you looking at?
The silver.
The silver. Okay. So with the silver, so 6 instead of 3. So can you see the payments that are down the bottom there?
I see them. I see them.
Yeah. If you were to enroll now, yes, I'd be able to do that for you. It's not something that I do typically, but seeing as it's extended across the 6 months, I'd be able to do that for you. So instead of the 3 payments of 1,597, it'd be 6 payments of, I think it's $797 a month for 6 months.
Okay. And you said I have till the 11th to get back with you on this?
So the fast action discount is available for you when you enroll on the call. And that
Oh, okay.
monthly, the 6 month payment plan would be certainly for on the call. Yeah. Just to be fair to other people that have come through.
Sure. Okay. What is the okay, so and then the guarantee is that you just keep with it until you start making sales. There's not a refund available.
Yep. So yeah, that's right. So the guarantee is if you implement the system, you follow the process and you're not making sales, I'll keep working with you until you do. Because if you can make 1 sale, you can make 10. And if you make 10 sales, you can do $10,000 a month. It's about understanding the fundamentals of what make these products sell.
Okay. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. That's a movie here. I don't know if y'all got that one.
Oh, I know that one.
You do? Okay, good. That's a great one for your boy to watch. Oh. I'd like to. I just need to do a little bit of shifting before we do this, and then that's why I needed a couple days on the 6 payments.
Mm-hmm. When you say shifting, what do you
I
mean
just
exactly?
need to make sure of a few things, just go back and make sure of a few things and get it all set up so that way it'll be seamless.
Gotcha. Yeah. So the first installment would be obviously half the 3 monthly payments. So let me see if I've got it broken down here so I can tell you exactly what it would be. So you're looking at the silver, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the silver would be 6 payments of $797 for 6 months.
Okay.
In terms of like
well,
submitting ideas and that kind of thing, and question answering and whatnot, the Slack on in the gold level is game changing because it just allows you to nail those fundamentals far faster. And when you're working on your business and you come up against one of the speed bumps or roadblocks that you're working on Etsy or Shopify, instead of spending hours looking for the answers, you can send me the message and I can help you through that, almost instantly. It's just such a huge time saving. Yeah.
Well, and that'd be great, but because I took a large pay cut to be able to stay home, that's just out of my range right now. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I was glad to do it because I was doing home health and it was getting dangerous, and so I needed to step away from practicing anyway. So it's not something that's just within my grasp right now. So
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
okay. I do appreciate your time. And maybe next year I'll try to do this. I just can't do that right now. I can't do I would rather, I mean, I would rather do the gold, but I can't do that right now. So I'd rather do it where I could send you those ideas, but I can't swing that right now. So
That's fine. Like you still got the coaching calls where you can certainly do that for sure. And again, like I've had people come through in the silver, with less support. So for instance, when Matt did it, he came in and he was able to implement the method, and he went on with he had the shiny object syndrome before he joined. Like he didn't know how to stay focused on anything. He implemented the method in the following month. So there's early in the year into Mother's Day, he did over $100,000 in that next month. So you certainly can do it with that lower tier, and then you can certainly, if you want to, you can upgrade throughout the program too as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, yeah, I just,
I mean, silver's got everything that's in the platinum, even in terms of like, I'm teaching you how to build the stores. I'm teaching you how to run the ads. It's got absolutely everything in there. And you've still got that support through those coaching calls. And they're all recorded and uploaded within 24 hours as well. So you can rewatch them over and over.
okay. And you said it's how much per month? Is it month? And you said it's every. Look, hold on a second. The dogs are going crazy. Hold on a second. Hey. Oh, I'm a little bit of a dog collector. We have 21 dogs.
Holy moly.
Yeah. I think we're going to be paring down pretty soon, but I have very large dogs. Okay. So then my next question is, let's say something happens and I have to stop at any, I'm just spitballing, I'm just troubleshooting here. What if something comes up and I have to stop? Can I end it and be done? Like I mean, am I, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out,
So if you needed to have a pause on it, you can certainly pause. And it's just a matter of communication at that point. So if you need a few weeks to address something else and you just don't have time or space for it, then let us know and we can help you out for sure. But yeah, so it's a payment plan. It's not a monthly subscription sort of thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I can pick the days and different things like that.
What do you mean? Sorry.
You said it's a payment plan. So like you said, it's not a subscription. So it's I can tell you what day.
Would mean you can cancel any time. So with the payment plan, it's you'd be paying the full investment just over the 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
And you also get into 6 months of coaching instead of the 3 months as well, and the 25% off the regular investment.
Okay. Just really need to. How many students do you have now?
At the moment, I'd say there's. Whoa, it's a good question. Probably about a dozen. Probably moving up to 20, I'd say. I haven't looked in the last week or two. But I mean, on the calls, it's anywhere from 6 to a dozen people, yeah.
Would you say that from a percentage wise, how many of them are successful when they're done?
That's a very good question. I mean, it's difficult to get insight into those 3 months because a lot of people are absolute beginners. So they're learning the process. most that implement the system and the strategy start making sales. And as I said before, once you've got that, it's about understanding those fundamentals. So once they're through the 3 months, I don't see a lot of what they're doing or what they're up to. So it's difficult to see, but I certainly know that there's students that are succeeding for sure.
Oh, so you don't have like a trajectory, like, I've had this many and I've had, yay, so many of them have come through, and out of this many, this
No,
percentage has done. Okay. I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait on this time. I appreciate your time, Ronnie. I really do. I'm just gonna have to wait this time.
Okay.
I wish I could do it.
Yeah. Is there something like, have I shared with you, like, is there something that you're not seeing in the program that you were hoping to see
No,
in
it's
there?
not it.
Or
That's not it. No, I mean, it's all great stuff. It's just, no, that's not it. I mean, it's great stuff. It's just price wise, it's a little out of my reach right this minute. So I'm gonna have to wait. Even with
Okay.
the 6. I mean, but I'm gonna keep following you on YouTube and learn what I can from all of that, and I guess just do what I gotta do.
Yeah. In regards to, like, when you filled in the questionnaire, just for my clarity to understand, just in case I have missed something, like you mentioned that the bracket that you would be willing to invest is at 3,000 to 7,000.
Right. Well, I didn't know. I mean, I should have put the other one down, the don't know, because I thought, well, surely it's not going to be this high, but I thought, okay, I'll put that, but I wasn't sure if it would be that. Maybe that would be like the top tier. That would be like, one of the, like I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, I appreciate your time. I honestly, I feel like I'm making a big mistake, but I wish I could do it, but I can't do it right now.
No, that's fine. Look, if you find yourself down the track and you're still wanting guidance, by all means, reach out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll still be around, and but yeah. Do you have any other questions before we jump off?
No, I think that's it. You did. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Talk later. Bye.